with H6 Homes. You're going to be joining me on my day today with the final walkthrough for my buyers. We're going to be closing tomorrow, and today we're going to use this time to look at the home, preview it, make sure all repairs were completed, and that everything is clear and ready to close. Join me. So welcome. This home is a 4-bedroom, 4-bath home over 3,300 square feet, tile throughout and carpet in the bedrooms. Upstairs they have a multi-functional room, can be used as a den or a bonus loft. Come join me this way as we walk through the kitchen. Come on in, guys. We're gonna walk this way and just check. We wanna make sure during a final walkthrough that the sellers have left utilities on, so that way we can check everything. We're gonna check the oven, check the refrigerator, check the water faucets, run everything, make sure nothing's leaking. We also wanna be mindful to check the walls, the flooring, make sure that when the sellers were moving that none of the movers did any damage to the home. We also want to check the appliances, make sure nothing has been swapped up. We want to make sure it's the same appliance we saw when we first saw the house. We want to look at the fixtures, make sure the fixtures are the same. This particular home conveyed with the draperies. You can come this way to see. So these draperies and the chandeliers both conveyed and they're still here, so that's great. Looks like everything is clear here. We can also look in the bedrooms. You see this home has nice tray ceilings. Ceiling fans are still there. Come on into the bathroom. And typically I advise my buyers, let's just run everything. We might want to look underneath, make sure there's no active leaks. We of course did this during our inspection, but we just want to double check. This is what we use a final walkthrough for, just to make sure everything is still in good condition. Alrighty, so we're going to continue walking the house, making sure everything looks good. Another nice tip I like to give to my buyers is to actually bring a phone charger or something we can plug up to the outlets to make sure that they're functioning. One of the craziest experiences when I was doing a final walkthrough was actually I came with my buyer. We walked up to the house, and I am not even exaggerating when I say the grass was probably up to here. And that is unacceptable. When we saw the house the first time, everything was manicured. What was appealing about the home. So when we saw that, my buyers were like, look at this mess, and I ended up calling the agent. Keep in mind, this is one day before closing, so we had to try to find someone to mow the lawn prior to that because the sellers were not local, and I had to get on the phone and hunt someone down to do this landscaping, and then the sellers didn't want to pay for it, so the seller's agent ended up paying for it, but at the end of the day, they got it done in time and we were able to close. I've never had a situation where the appliances were swapped out, but I did have a seller previously that replaced the microwave because the current microwave wasn't functioning. They replaced it to a newer microwave, and as long as they explained that to me so I can explain it to my buyer prior to closing, it was no problem at all. We tested it during our final walkthrough and everything was functioning. Alright guys, you can follow me out to the garage. Like I said earlier, we want to make sure that any repairs that we requested were completed and are working. Another tip you can do is when the repairs are completed, I always recommend maybe getting the inspector that did the home inspection to come out after the repairs were made and just verify that everything was done up to his condition. So come with me. One of them was the garage door was actually not fully opening. So we're going to check out here to make sure that we have no issues. So that one's working and everything looks good. So that looks like it was completed. I also recommend always getting a copy of the receipt. Any invoices or if it came with any warranties, please ask the seller to share a copy with you. So that way when you close on the home, you have that point of contact, and if anything was to maybe stop working 2 weeks after closing, you can always call the company back and they come out and make the repairs. Alright guys, we're all done with today's final walkthrough. Everything went flawlessly here. Another last tip I want to send you off with is to always make sure before you close on your home or after you're done closing on your home, you want to make sure you change the locks. And a new set of keys. Reason being is because we had inspectors, we had contractors, lots of agents showing your home, so you don't know how many keys were dispersed or if at any time the seller may have had kept any keys that they forgot to give you. So always make sure you run to Home Depot and change your locks. Have a great day, and thanks for joining me on my final walkthrough. Happy closing!